In this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 surprising comments that came out of last week's show. What up, though? I am Jay the Gentleman. That's at JAI the Gentleman on IG. Last week, I talked to Saint Ahmad. He's a recording artist, a songwriter, and a performer who came on to talk about his experience dating in our culture. Now, before we start recording, you said this is a good conversation to have among black men. Why do you think that?
Because I think that gay black men are very judgmental about each other in the gay community.
Okay, what's been your difficulty?
My relationship's open, so I've had sex with black men, you know?
Okay, so but you know that it sounds like you're saying we can fuck, but we can't be in love. When we think of interracial dating, we think of prominent couples and the lack of black on black love in the public eye. I want to talk to Saint Ahmad because he said he is absolutely open to dating people of all walks. Is that it sounds like you were just open to love in whatever kind of body it comes, as long as that the relationship between you affirms who you are. Am I saying that right?
Yes, and I think that even for me, it goes past color of the skin. Like, I could probably be with someone who's non-binary. I could probably be with someone who's trans.
I understood what he was saying in the show, but what's gone down in the comments is a combination of a lot of emotion, a lot of frustration with either dating black men or dating everybody else, and then some problematic views, I think, on race and gay culture. One thing I want to be clear on: dear black gay men, I started it. It exists to remind us of how dope it is to be black gay men who love black gay men. But we can end up finding love, emotional connection, deep emotional connection with people who might not look like us. So I'm responding to a couple of the comments that I found most interesting. If you want to watch the whole conversation and weigh in with your opinion, the link is in the description. The critical expert said, I've been in diverse populations and it always is a ton of white guys who are ready to date. So a lot of this black guys are trying to date white guys. It really just is the numbers. I do get that there are a lot of other races that are more ready to date than black men can be, but that doesn't mean that all of us are in that boat. There are many of us who I think are ready to date, are open to dating, who want to find love. It's just that for some reason, the black men that are looking for love and the black men that are looking for love sometimes don't seem to be looking for each other. Reginald Horn says both his parents were in the Air Force. He pushed education always, and slang was never used in the home. Add that with the fact that black men I've encountered want to keep it a secret or in the closet on some level. I just gave up and date outside the race. I think that anytime that we end up in a situation where what we see becomes the reality that we think exists, that's when we get into issues. There are many of us, if you keep your eyes open for it, that are ready for or open to what you're looking for. But if the norm that we put into the atmosphere is that black men are this way and many of us do this thing, then we're just gonna find things that affirm that perspective. Tit for Tat 2024 said, a lot of black gay men do not want open relationships, so they say, but most of them are serial cheaters within their relationships. In my opinion and experience with white men, most but not all are open to being in or wanting an open relationship. Just because you find men that are not open to what you want doesn't mean that all of us are not open to what you want. We are not monolithic. And that's what I'm realizing in the comments. A lot of people think of us as just one thing. Now, I'm not here to tell anybody who or how to date, but what I know is that black people and gay people are not as monolithic as some of the comments would assume. If you want to watch the full interview with Saint Ahmad, the link is in the description. And once you've figured out what works for you, this video will help you get the date.